I'm going to be taking you on a quest in the next 45 minutes to try to find some inspiring teachers, state school teachers who generate long-term motivation in their learners. And I'd like to begin by just asking you, did you have an inspiring teacher, an inspiring language teacher at school? If not a language teacher, then any kind of teacher. Did you have an inspiring teacher? Someone who changed the way you thought about a subject?
In a positive way or
I guess it has to be positive. It has to be positive. To change your feelings positively and make you, encourage you to put effort into learning that subject over many years or over a long period. Could you just reflect for a moment or two and maybe just have a word with the person next to you? If you did have one, tell them about them. If you didn't, just tell them that. I'm conscious of time. Could we just hear, I hope, could you think of some inspiring teachers? Some of you? Could we just hear a couple of examples of inspiring teachers that you've had? Mm-hmm.
Thank you. In my high school level, I found a teacher, and the most interesting thing with him was that he would never answer any question. If I would ask him anything, he would say, "What do you think?" Thus, I could improve my idea, I could improve my confidence, and I could improve that how to proceed further with my existing idea.
And he was an English teacher?
He was an English teacher, yeah. He was an English teacher.
So do you ascribe your current very high level of proficiency in English to that teacher?
Yeah, I'm indebted to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm indebted to him. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Another example? Yes, from Indonesia.
Yeah, from Indonesia.
I have got like two English teachers actually. One inspired me in a good way, and the other one is a bit negative. So the first one, when I was in high school, he is a fun teacher. So in our class, we often have like parties. We have birthday parties. So we pretend that this is a birthday party. So we give a speech. So we learn English in that way. So we go to the yard and we talk about the plants and everything. We talk to the plants even like that. And when I was in my undergrad, I was doing English as well. And one of my lecturer was, in Indonesia we call it a killer lecturer. So he's going to jump on me whenever we make a little bit mistake, slight mistake in pronunciation. For example, if we say 6 instead of 6, he's going, okay, repeat this 10 times, 20 times like that. But yeah, like that.
And what effect did that second teacher have on you?
At the time, I lost my confidence. I couldn't say a word in front of her. Like, I want to say something, but okay, she's there, so I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to make mistakes, so I cannot speak a word.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you make the point very well that, I mean, teachers can inspire, but they also can, the opposite of inspire, demotivate in a very profound way. Fortunately, you overcame that by coming to Manchester. Yeah. Okay. As I said, I'd like to take you on a quest then to try to find some inspiring teachers in state school system in China and Indonesia. And I'll tell you why China and Indonesia in a moment. Why is this worthwhile? Why is it worth looking for inspiring teachers? In their well-known book, Teaching and Researching Motivation, Dernier and Ushirda make the point that there's a critical difference between motivating students and developing their motivation. You could say that motivating students is more like successfully getting learners to do what you want in the class. You can motivate them with a carrot or stick. You can sort of persuade them to do things by having a fun class, or by offering them rewards of various kinds, or by threatening punishment. It's a carrot or stick approach. And learners might do what you want to do. And classes can be fun. And motivating students is very important, without a doubt. And there is a brilliant seminar in this British Council series by Ken Wilson called Motivating the Unmotivated, which, as he said, was about making your learners come into your class with a smile on their face, ready to enjoy your class. But I would suggest that is different to inspiring learners. Inspiring them to study English by themselves over a long period, perhaps when your course is over. There is a certain there's a kind of danger in this, in that you can motivate them successfully in your class, have them enjoy your class very much, but what happens when you stop teaching them? So this is what we were interested in, inspiring as opposed to motivating. At least that's what we were trying to find out about. And as I said, we set out to find learners of English in China and Indonesia who had been inspired by a state school teacher. And this was a research project funded by the British Council ELTRP scheme. We chose Indonesia and China just because I had worked in Indonesia for several years and knew the context, and I'd done research there and had contacts who could help us. And my colleague Martin Waddell, who sadly couldn't be with us tonight, has worked in China for many years. So we chose those two contexts. There are also big Asian countries that are often kind of lumped together as Asian context. And we wanted to see if there were differences that might emerge between the two contexts. We wanted to ask the learners what qualities the teacher had, if the teachers that inspired them. What were the teachers like, and what had they inspired them to actually do? And then we also hope to go and visit some of these inspiring teachers, watch them teach, and try and get their perspective, the teacher's own perspective, on how they learned to inspire learners. So I'll just tell you something about the methodology of the research so that you can understand our results when I come to give them.